This is Bruce for Ola Prime, taking a look at Bitcoin, the dollar yen, and the euro dollar. A quick look from a technical perspective. And I want to start with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is have broken out through above the 200 moving average blue line and this consolidation, triggering a potential continuation of this advance here. And it closed above the 20 yesterday. Now, today we had a pullback to test support around the 200 again, and it's kind of stalling around there. That's not unusual given the overhead pressure that we've been seeing lately and that it's rallying within a larger downtrend. So going quickly to the 4 hour, we can see things a little bit more clearly, or at least what I want to show, which is where this rising ABCD pattern may go up here at 89,818. That's an initial target for this pattern, and that's still within the larger downtrend structure, but signs of strength will be seen on the way there. Now, where are we now? It pulled back to the 50 moving. I'm on a 4 hour chart. So the 50 and 20 moving average, the 20 is purple, 50 is orange, and the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. This could be the completion of this pullback, leading to a continuation of the larger pattern on a rally above 84,905, the previous candle, or however you might go about it. So that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Moving on to the dollar yen. The dollar yen had been in a downtrend. It found support around the 61.8% retracement and then started to advance from there, broke through this trend line, not a big deal, then broke out above the 20 moving average and stayed above it at least for one day, but finished with a bearish shooting star candlestick pattern, not bullish, right? Then the next day, again, selling dominated, broke below the 20 moving average again, and now we have a potential bullish reversal candle, a hammer candlestick pattern right up against resistance of the 20 moving average. So we have a failed breakout, and now we have a failed breakdown potentially. Okay, so in this, if this gets above 148.96, this previous or Thursday's high, then it looks like it can continue this advance up into this initial target from the ABCD pattern around 151.65. Okay, there's other targets within here, but that's one of interest also because the blue 200 is right there, and the 50 is right around that zone as well. So we have some good confluence. Moving on to the euro dollar. The euro dollar we've been talking about where it has this rising wedge type pattern or rising horizontal consolidation, or we could call it a double top as well if there's a breakdown below the neckline right here at 1.0822. So there was a breakdown yesterday below the prior day's low, and going into the 4 hour chart where we could see it a little clearer, there was also a breakdown below the orange 50 moving average. And so now we found our first level of support, and there's a counter trend rally up into test resistance. So this should set up again, if this is going to follow through as it's looking, for a drop at least down to this 1.077 and maybe down to the 1.00723, if not further, following a bounce. And so the bounce could find resistance maybe around 1.0860 or maybe up here around 1.0883, but it would be better if it happened below the 50 moving average on this 4 hour chart. All right, that is it for today, traders. Have a great Friday.